We're in Mallorca. We're so happy to be here after our 900-mile sail from Greece. We've spent the night, we've enjoyed it. Today we're going to go explore, we're going to go to some caves, we're going to go free diving, we're going to go for a walk on the shoreline. Coconut here is enjoying herself after the passage.
Doing some gardening.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go because we have to get hauled out.
Yeah, we're getting hauled out, so we're going to sail around the island down to the southern end and get ready for our haul out, which is happening tomorrow morning. We're excited for that. We've got a lot of work to do. It's going to be a busy few weeks, so let's really enjoy today.
I think Coconut's got you beat on that.
First, we're going to go check out the caves behind us, go for a bit of a free dive. Then we're going to swim about half a K to shore, see if the restaurant's open, and then we're going to explore on shore. Ready to come?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm not going to let her have all the fun. This is so cool. Man, I love caves. Someone's excited for breakfast?
Yes. It looks like it's hopefully going to be open. There's no one sitting there, but it at least exists. We're a little bit early, so we're going to stroll down here. That's probably the first time in our life we've been early for something in the morning.
Swampy? That's estuary. Anyway, we headed down here a little bit, but maybe we head back?
See if they're open now.
We didn't actually go that far. It just gets muddy, really muddy.
We found a nice little walk along the water while we're waiting.
You can walk all the way to the other beach that we didn't swim to. This is an open air cistern, so they would draw water from that well right there, and then they would store it here and then use it from there. But it doesn't look like the most appealing water, does it?
Not at the moment. I'm sure back in the day it did, when it was actually functioning. But they'd use like animals or just manpower, I guess, to pull the water out of the well and then store it here and then use it to take it to the farmlands through different systems. And it was ingenious back in the day, basically. And it was brought, they think, to the Mediterranean from the Arab people that came across. So that's pretty cool.
Found a pear tree, but we don't know if pears suffer the same issues that apples suffer. Like, the pear isn't necessarily as tasty as its parent pear. Like, that's how apples, like if you plant an apple seed, it doesn't taste necessarily like the apple seed you planted. You know what I'm trying to say.
But I think this is like an orchard.
Oh yeah, there's another apple tree.
Yeah, there's another one. And then there's another one. So the actual park we're in now is called Mondrago Nature Park.
And we've walked way too long with bare feet. But we found this little path here, and there's a house, and it might be made of gingerbread. So it's not made of gingerbread?
Unfortunately not. We might still have to go and buy brekkie.
Yvette wants to keep going here. Found this sign. That sign says that there's nothing that way. And we're about to find out if it's telling the truth, I guess. That doesn't look like a beach. Hold on, wait. What about the other way?
We could keep walking for hours and hours. We might find a lookout.
I think we already have like a solid 2 miles to walk back. You're going the wrong way.
Well, after all that walking, they're still not fully open yet. It's not like Australia, things would open at like 6 in the morning. Here, I think they're not open until about lunchtime, but they do coffees, so that's what I'm getting.
Looks like the beach has gotten a little busier. We need to get back to the boat, but I know a shortcut.
This isn't the shortcut I had in mind.
I think I might walk around. Woo! I took a misstep. That was a super fun morning until behind me is the water pump, and the water pump just stopped working. We've used it all throughout the morning and everything. Well, not a lot in the morning, but a little bit in the morning. And we went for our morning excursion. Now we came back and it's just not working. It's just flat dead. So I checked it. There's power going to it and everything. So I'm just gonna have to like rip it all apart and take it out and see if I can fix it, or see if we need a new one. It's probably the best time for it to stop working if it was gonna stop working, but you know, we can't do it right now. We got to get the water, or we got to get the boat hauled out of the water, so we have to make sure we get over there. So we're gonna head over there first, and then after we get over there and anchored, then we'll see if we can figure that out. But
it's about a 30-mile trip to where we're getting hauled out.
Yeah, so we just kind of want to get a move on. It's about 12 o'clock now, so we want to get there before dark and not have to hopefully sail, but I don't know if the engines are, I don't know if the wind is, I think it's a headwind the whole way. So.
Yeah, we might unfortunately have to motor.
So anyway, we're going to get going now.
Okay, anchors up. And we're getting out of here. It's so packed now. It's funny, when we arrived in the night, there was just one other boat here. And then during the day, about 100 boats come. What's that beeping?
That beeping lets you know everything's okay. We're leaving the land of super yachts, and we're going into the land of super yachts on the hard. Not a second too soon either. Just got a whole lot of problems that we need to sort out, and it's just gonna be good to have nothing but time to kind of sort them out.
You might remember that we've had a bunch of problems with the controls, particularly for the starboard engine. We'll have it in reverse or we'll have it in forward and it's going reverse and things like that. So it's really difficult when you're in tight quarters. So often we're just using the port motor, or the port engine. And we had a little bit of trouble just then. So we just turned and relied on the port engine. But now that we're out in flat water, away from any boats or any obstructions that we could hit, we're testing them out a bit. So
It's not good.
no, it's not good. The starboard one very much seems to be completely wrong to what you're actually doing. The port one's a bit more reliable, but because there's 3 kind of control stations, one here, one down the bottom, like outside where the kind of big table is out the back, and one inside in the saloon, they don't seem to correspond very well with each other. Again, just for the starboard engine in particular. So if one is on, the other one's in a different position, it completely mucks it up. And we're having trouble even getting the starboard engine into forward at all.
We had kind of fixed it, but we needed some fine tuning.
Yeah.
And it appears that we need to do that fine tuning.
Again, but this shouldn't be happening so frequently or at all. So at this point, I think we just really want to get into the thing that lifts you up. What's it called? The crane or
the crane, the cradle, the travel lift.
The travel lift, and get on the hard so we can fix these things without worrying about bumping into boats and running aground and all of that. All right, let's get this head sail out.
That's as much as I can pull.
Yeah, that's good. We're about 5 miles away now. We've been sailing, we had a bit of wind, which is great, but we're going a little bit slower than anticipated, so we're not going to get in before sunset. We're watching the sunset right now as I speak. It's right there, it's so beautiful, just stunning. I've just been thinking how lovely it is up on the flybridge. It almost feels like I'm flying above the water. It's been a fun kind of sail today, really nice breeze and just kind of feeling magical. Hardly any other boats and just beautiful waves, really calm, but a little bit of a rock. It's just really, really nice. It's been nice being out on the water, but we're not going to be on the water much longer. One more sleep, and we're on the hard.
We are up and moving. So we're leaving the anchorage that was like 3 miles away from where we're hauling out at STP shipyard in Mallorca. And the anchorage we were just at for like a couple hours. we didn't get too much sleep, we were doing stuff. The King of Spain, his summer home is right there.
Summer Palace.
Yeah, Summer Palace. And so if he's home, sometimes there's a Navy ship that is anchored where we were just anchored, and they won't let you stay there. So we have to, we didn't have to worry about it, which is good because we were exhausted. But we did have another place we were going to move just in case. And now we're just heading in. The sun is just coming up, and never hauled out before, so we just need to do everything correctly and then haul out. It's that simple, right?
Touch wood.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Toes crossed. What else can we do for some luck here?
Everything.
Cross everything. Wait for that sunrise and just get there and wait. We're getting there nice and early and gonna wait outside. We didn't want anything possibly to go wrong. We're just floating now, waiting at the entrance to the haul out area. Already we've seen a couple of boats come out, a couple of boats go in, some big ones, mega yacht. There's also a cruise ship that looks like it's coming in. And so we're just hanging out, not trying to get in the way at all, and waiting for our time to go in. And right now we're watching the sunrise, which is a pretty nice way to wait. Alright, we're putting some fenders out, getting some dock lines out, getting everything ready, just in case we need it all. Pretty busy up here, pretty big port.
All right, here we go.
Super bright and early. It's a good wake-up call. Got the adrenaline pumping.
We did that with one engine. We had the other engine that we could have turned on, but it is not doing well right now. So I was got the heart going a little bit, but it went really smooth.
Here comes the travel lift. It's huge. I don't know if I meant to have gotten off the boat already. The partial slings on each side are just getting lowered now. Now they're putting a diver in, like scuba diver, to connect both sides of the sling, connect that all together at the bottom of the boat. And then they're going to lift her. We're waiting for the diver to come and just going for a walk, and there are so many super yachts here. They're all different, all huge. It's quite fun watching all the crew working on them, cleaning them. They're certainly like insanely clean, it's crazy. But lots of work getting done to them here. This is going to be an interesting few weeks. Interesting and hard. We've been so nervous for this, so it's such a relief having it up on dry land. Can't tell you how happy I am. We're almost at our spot.
So they are moving us over top of a fence.
Yeah, they kept lifting the boat higher and higher. And it's been a while. Like, it's actually, we got hauled out at 8 AM and it's now midday.
Well, we got to the slip at 8 AM.
Oh yeah, that's true. Got a little bit of time to put, we got to the slip thing at 8 AM. Takes time to get the slings under, the scuba divers, then haul out, and then the person to move it. And then they've been moving things along the way, some containers and scaffolding and a crane. And now they were lifting it higher and higher and wondering, what are they doing? And they're lifting us over this fence.
And what did the guy say to you when he said about our type of boat?
He's like, your type of boat, ones that look like this, they don't normally come here. They're normally, you know, in Croatia or somewhere cheap. How are you going to pay for it? Well, we've got a surprise for you coming up, why we're here specifically, because we have been asked that a few times and there's a reason we're here and it's pretty exciting. Just got back, and behind where our boat is on the Hard, there's a massive sailboat going past, 3 masts. I was just zooming in with the zoom camera and getting a nice shot of it because it's so big. I think it's the biggest yacht that we've ever seen. And it is, because we've just Googled on AIS, actually on, not Google.
Predict wind.
Predict wind AIS on our phones. You can also see on marine traffic and all those sorts of things. It's Kourou, so spelled K-O-R-U, which is Jeff Bezos's sailboat, and I think it's the biggest in the world. Is it the biggest?
It's close to it.
It's definitely the biggest we've seen.
It's a $500 million sailboat.
Anyway, that's cool. Racking up the big boats that we've seen lately, that's for sure. Coconut's not impressed though.
No, no.
When it's wet, when it crushes your feet, don't look. Yeah, this. Look. Oh, this.
That's our non-functioning water pump. And we need to do something about it because we made water just before we came onto the hard here. And we have to flush the water maker because you can't leave the water maker just with salt water in it. You need to flush it with fresh water after every use. So we're on a mission to find a replacement pump that's not going to break the bank. That is like a $1,200 pump, but we're hoping we can have it fixed, but we should have a backup pump anyway. So we're essentially going to look for a backup pump today that we can use as our main pump for a while.
Buying this water pump is pretty much the last thing we need to do before we can really just get stuck into boat work. And I'm really excited for that. We've been leading up to this for a long time. We've got a huge list of jobs and yeah, I'm excited. And it's nice to be on land for a little bit. No anchor alarms, no risk of kind of washing ashore.
No sunscreen all over your neck.
Not getting hit by other boats.
No, there's definitely sunscreen all over your neck still.
I got so burnt, or not burnt, but like I was standing in the sun for like 4 hours yesterday between the boat being in the water to the boat being on the hard because it took so long, so much to organise, but we're all set now, so I'm excited. Woohoo!
Yay!
Not the receipt that's important, it's the pump that's important. Alright, I think we're ready to go now. Finally. Whew.
It's a bit of a Frankenstein, but
Yeah.
it'll work as a temporary pump, and it'll be a good backup pump that's small and out of the way.
Yeah, it's always good to have redundancy on boats. We've learnt innumerable times, and this one's going to be a backup for the water pump once we replace the big proper one. And it's kind of good to have the backups as small ones if you don't think you're going to need it frequently. So I think it's been a good day.
She just jinxed us. You guys all heard it.
Time to start ripping some vinyl off, I think.
Now we got to do the water pump.
Yeah, after that.
I'm just going to jump right in and start fixing the water thing. That's what I thought in my head. Because I've already done all the testing. I've tested the electrical. There's power going to it. Everything's good to go. And then I decided to test it one last time. Just one last time, just to make sure. And it didn't make sense. There was no power going to it anymore. And I couldn't understand it. And there's a relay going to that. So I'll show you what it was. And I fixed it. And it required me going like this. And then I heard a click, and that was the relay, and then it's fixed. So
the old one that stopped working.
Yeah, well, no, it's the new one now. So in here, there's that little green thing there is a relay. And all I did was tap it. I just tapped it, literally, just tapped it with my hand. And I heard a click. But I swear to you, in my head, I know that I tested that relay, and it was working. There was 24 volts on it. But what must have happened is I must have tested the small wires, or for whatever reason, one of my prongs was touching one of the smaller wires, and that's where I was getting the 24 volts from. I wasn't testing the bigger wires. So, I mean, silly me, I feel pretty dumb. Really luckily that the backup pump we got was a really, really good price, and now we have a backup water pump. So, but
yeah, we've got a spare on board now, and we don't have to try and get this one fixed another day. So,
sheesh, don't I feel like a shaved tail Louis?
I've never heard
it's like
that.
an old like World War reference or something.
No
It's
idea.
like for like new soldiers.
No.
If you guys know what that saying is from, I've just heard it before. I think it was in like a movie, Avatar. But if you know what it's actually from, let me know, because I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, let's do some actual work now.
Yeah, some boatyard work.
Yeah. Great news. We decided to start with the hardest part of the wrap first, the vinyl wrap, because we just wanted to know like how painful it's going to be. We think that the side of the boat is going to come off relatively easy. It's still going to take a long time, but the sun has like baked this part, and it's like all splitting and breaking. So we decided to test it, and I'll give you a little hint. Look at this clear spot. So it's still going to take a long time, but
at least it's possible.
yeah. And so if you go with the heat gun, and you got to be super careful not to get it too hot. but you also absolutely have to get it hot enough.
Yeah, it doesn't budge without the heat. We have tried that.
And then we
in
have
this spot anyway.
We have these plastic blades, and look at that. Look at that. It just peels up. And the best part about it is it's not damaging the paint underneath.
And we have decided that we think it's paint underneath, not
100% it's paint,
yeah, not a gel coat straight under this wrap. Because there's certain areas where we can see that the paint's come up and it's definitely paint.
So that's good. That means we can do this. It's gonna take a little while, but that's okay. This is what happens when you just try and pull it. It just splits and breaks on the sun damaged part. So it doesn't work.
And up here you can see how cracked and damaged this is, and it doesn't look like that on the sides, so hopefully the sides will be faster.
I've been doing a lot of Googling, and the trick, from what I understand, is to do small parts at a time. But if the whole side of the wrap comes off this easy, be very happy. And you can see there is like going to be some damage to the paint and everything. There's a bit of damage up here that we'll have to figure out the best way to fix. That one looks like it goes a bit deep, but this is a good sign because we don't have a lot of help right now, and this is a general labor job that's going to take a little while. We have gotten this much off already. It's taken two of us. I heat and then Yvette pulls. We know this is gonna suck. just from doing this little bit. I think we're getting a little better at it. You can see down here there's some glue still that's stuck on. We're gonna have to come back and get that off somehow. But this whole job is gonna be painfully slow. It's just, we gotta put the time in. So a little bit of heat gun, a little bit of pulling. Let's just carry on. Oh, jeez.
Keep calm and carry on.
Yeah. Whew. All right, well.
It's looking pretty nice under it, most of the spots.
Well, if it wasn't for the glue.
There's this weird section over here that's like, I don't know what that is. And then, yeah, down near the water line, the glue is really struggling to come off.
And yeah, like, if you could just like pull it off slowly without leaving all the glue behind, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool, we can do that. But, oh man, just you have to heat it like just the right amount or the glue sticks on. If you don't heat it enough, like I said, the glue sticks on. If you heat it too much, then the glue stays on. So we're getting there though.
Yeah, it needs to be just right. The next shot was supposed to be of us getting 90% pulled off on that side because we had just figured out the perfect formula. But at that moment, a security guard rode his bicycle around and saw us and was shocked and was like, "What are you doing? You can't work after 7 p.m. here. It's almost 9 o'clock. You have to stop." And we're like, "Oh, okay." No one said that, and we had actually asked. But anyway, it looks like we have to become early birds here instead of night owls for once. So we're gonna eat, shower, sleep, and get on it hard in the morning.
6 in the morning, let's do this.
Yeah, well, at first light anyway.
Okay. Right now, the stairs to the boat are enemy number one.
Something got in my eye, like some little fleck of something, and I thought, oh, it's all right, I'll be able to get it out. But I've gone to the eye wash station and blasted my eye with water. It's not helping. I've flipped the top, or inverted the top eyelid, and everting it like with a Q-tip. It usually works really well, and I cannot see anything. Darcy can't see anything, can't get anything out. I've gotten eye drops and dropped them in and lay and done that multiple times. But
now I'm insisting that we go to someone that has proper tools to dig in her eye. I think that's the correct term for it, right? Digging in your eye.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Anyway, we're gonna go and get this taken care of, because if something gets in your eye, and generally you're not even supposed to try and get it out yourself. You're supposed to. She's just, you know, qualified. So But you're supposed to go get help because it can scratch your cornea, it can do a bunch of things. So we're gonna go talk to some people that have the right tools, hopefully.
And of course, it's the weekend and getting close to the evening, so it's going to be not the best time. But
Yeah.
hopefully we can sort it out. Maybe it'll just dislodge itself as we're walking out of here. That'll be ideal, so we can get back to the water pump and scraping.
We might hit the eye wash station one more time.
Yeah, try again. Well, I hope that washed it out.
I don't know. We're still gonna go get someone to have a look at it.
There's a place nearby, so we're just gonna walk there because we can. We had a really good look with the Q-tip where you flip the eyelid up, so you couldn't see anything big, but there is still more space further above. On our last boat, I brought like the fluorescein drops and the light, so you can see if there's any scratching occurring on your eye, but we don't have all our stuff on this boat.
Yeah, it's in Martinique.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to walking.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way to get around here in style. So that store is Zara. The owner has a super yacht, and we've seen that super yacht.
Yeah, we saw it. I think it was, where was it? Yeah. In Greece, maybe.
Yeah, Greece.
It was in Greece. Okay, this is a dead end. We got a little bit lost on our walk back, but hopefully it's good news. It feels a lot better. We found an optometrist that was able to take me down to the room at the back and had the right equipment to have a good look and a washout and put the right eye drops in. He didn't charge me anything either, which is so nice, even when we tried to pay. So yeah, it feels really good. So fingers crossed it's nice and cleared up now and we can get back to work.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, to work. We haven't even done any work yet.
That's like a Banksy painting. I think all we need to do is remove that wall and then we're famous.
Okay, let's do it.
How's this area for walking around?
So nice. There's a few cars parked, but there doesn't seem to be any cars driving around all these streets. There's all these nice alleys.
There's a car driving right at us.
Oh, that's the first one.
We are ready to get to work.
Well, not quite. My eye felt really good yesterday after seeing the optometrist, but this morning I woke up and it's really sore again, the exact same spot. So like right underneath my top eyelid. Still can't see anything there, but I would like to get it properly examined and I would like the antibiotic type drops to stop an infection if it is scratched. So we're going to a hospital this time and hopefully they've got an eye doctor.
Still better than peeling vinyl. But she's going to be okay though. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think it was... So we went to a place that we just Googled hospital basically and went to one that says hospital on it, but
It says General Hospital.
it says general hospital, but I'm not sure what it was. It wasn't taking patients, that's for sure. But they're very, very nice and they've told me where to go and then walked me through the hospital and then out that secret exit. So hopefully this next one will work. This looks more like it. We tried looking up just doctors' surgeries and there's also an eye clinic, but they're closed because of course it's Sunday. This one looks definitely good.
Okay, turn around. Let me see you. Are you okay?
I am. Okay, so what it was something did get in my eye, possibly it seems like metal, unfortunately, and that was causing rust. And they put the really special drops and they got the ophthalmologist in who was able to scratch out the rust with a needle from my eyeball. So it didn't actually hurt, which was really good, and got it all off. And then I have to put the antibiotic drops in 3 times a day for the next few days and wear this. for 24 hours minimum, or until take it off tomorrow night. But otherwise, I think that's going to be all good, and came to the right place. They were so good and helpful and nice. It's cost €740. So hopefully travel insurance pays for that, we'll see. But now it's time to get back to work.
Wait.
What?
Can you do one thing for me?
What?
Can you say "arr"?
You're going to say this all day, aren't you? Alrighty. Now I'm really looking the part for our boat.
Watch the pole.
Actually weird not being able to see with one eye.
I mean, you can't even notice it. Like you can't. Perfect. Just, yeah. Can't see anything. Yvette's just getting her prescription for her eye drops, and there's a parade going on outside. It's super cool. That was a close call. Everyone had to stop. Look at how close the horses are. These are the unsung heroes of the parade. They have to, deal with the stuff. All right, we've got the eye drops, and we saw a parade, and now we're gonna head back to the boat, and Yvette's gonna try and do some work, and I'm going to try and stop her from doing some work. So we'll see who wins.
Yeah, we will. Well, I really want to keep working. Darcy really doesn't want me to, at least for the rest of the day, to give my eye a rest. But I figure it's got the right treatment now, and it's kind of a two-person job. And today's the weekend. It's perfect timing for us to get this all off so we can get started more during the week with some other things. And we're busy during the week with our safety course, and there's just a whole number of reasons why we really need to get going on this. So we've decided we're going to do paper, scissors, rock and see who wins. If I win, I get to help, and if not, I'll rest.
Ready?
Ready.
Scissors. Wait. Paper, scissors, rock. Okay?
Yeah.
Paper, scissors, rock.
Well, that took us about 5 hours non-stop hard work. We only stopped to have a quick water break in between moving the trolley each time. And at least we got it off. Some of the glue stayed on, which is a little bit annoying, but a lot of it also came off. I'd say it's about a bit over a quarter done, because we got to do the same on the other side, and then there's a bunch of other patches all over the boat. And then some of the patches, particularly at the top of the boat, are really sun damaged, so they're going to take a lot longer. But I'm pretty happy with the result so far, especially given we wasted half the day and a bunch of yesterday on this poor little eye. I think it's about time I have a bit of a rest.
Yeah, we're not allowed to work past 7, which is a real bummer for me.
Yeah, it is annoying. But at least we've got some done today, and the weekend wasn't wasted. We're going to be hard at work this week doing safety.
So at least it looks better, no?
It looks tons better.
Tons better than the blue.
There's some patches in it, but it's all going to be covered up, and we're excited for that step, but a few things need to be done before we get to that. Getting our bikes ready?
For what?
Well, we've got a bit of a distance to go tomorrow and every day in next week, so we don't want to pay for taxis, and we're a bit worried with the bus system. It doesn't seem to go in that exact direction, so it'd be multiple buses and we might end up late. So we've got our bikes on board, and there's a few bike paths in Mallorca, so it'll be nice. We should be able to stay on some bike paths and not be on the roads too much. Hopefully I'll be all right with my eye. Only seeing out of one of them.
I don't know if you told people how it happened. You can just show them, like, you're just walking up there.
I was walking up these stairs, I think it was the first time, I can't remember. And now that I know that there's rust in my eye, and that's what had to get scraped out, most likely it was some fleck of metal from...
It's weird because that's like, it's aluminum, but it must have been like something that was like on there or something.
Yeah.
And then it managed to get in your eye. But you were wearing sunglasses and...
Oh, yeah, I've been wearing sunnies heaps. I mean, when you look where we are though, we're in a boatyard. There's lots of things happening on other boats, and there's a lot of metal right here, which, yeah, again, might be aluminium, but something got in my eye, and it wasn't even when we were doing boat work. So, bit classic that I got hurt before we even got started, but it is what it is. And
well, hold on. There's never been an injury on sailing Supernova aside from, like, there's never been an injury that's been preventable.
no.
I don't think.
No, unless I was wearing goggles. Should I start wearing goggles around?
There will be a time during this refit. So everything's pumped up. Everything's good to go. My chain is definitely rusty, and so it needs some chain lube.
I've got that.
Hold on to the chain lube. All right.
So that's kind of an expected thing when you've got bikes on a boat, I think. A bit of rust, and we haven't used them too regularly, so that doesn't help. We might take them for a quick spin, test them out before we got to go early in the morning.
Yeah, and if anyone's wondering, we do have helmets here.
Yep, I'm holding them actually.
All right. Check one on my bike, so I'm good to go tomorrow. That's all I need to do.
I'll just test mine out in the morning, I think.
No. We'll get yours. I've already cleaned the chain up, so it'll be good to go in the morning. So, but I guess this is it for this video. Next video, we're going to be in some pretty intense training. That's emergency kind of response related, so it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for it. It's going to be super, super fun. I don't know. Can you wait for it?
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for the life raft bit, as long as I've got my eye patch off by then.
Yeah. So this will be the last training I need to be an official commercial captain. So upon completion of this training, I will be officially a commercial captain, I guess. I don't repeat myself. And then Yvette will be legally allowed to work on a commercial vessel after this training as well. So it's we're really looking forward to it. It's kind of the last thing we need among many last things that we need, but we're starting to tick them all off rather quickly, so we're super excited.
Yep.
Anyway, I hope you guys had a great time watching the video this week. Next week is going to be a whole lot of boat work, a whole lot of safety course. They're going to let us film in it, which is going to be amazing, so we absolutely cannot wait. If you want an extra video from Sailing Supernova from us, join our Patreon. We have an extra video that is not released anywhere except for on Patreon, and it's a same style, same YouTube style kind of video, and we release one extra one a week on Patreon. So before I get eaten alive by the bugs, I will say goodbye. Thanks everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully see you guys on Patreon.
Yep.
See you later.
Otherwise, we'll see you all next week doing the other side of the boat's vinyl. Look how nice and shiny it is under there.
Bring